Windy, windy, windy today. And it's already gone past 12. Kept up until 3 a.m. with my beautiful, majestic daughter. I was impressed because she was getting on a bus to go get her meds. So, hey, usually I have to find someone to go get them. So I'll take it as a win, even though I find that, I have to get sleep. This video is I think it's day 11 or 12. I can't keep track anymore. So I'm a couple videos. I've recorded all the videos, but again, I need to put the time away to post them. It takes a long time to post. But that's okay. Things are going to turn back a little bit towards Cancer again. Or I guess it really hasn't gone too much towards Cancer yet, because I've been talking about my love, my beloved daughter. But I have had Cancer since 2024. It's now June 14th, 2026. 5 months and 29 days until I turn 60. And this is day 11 or 12. I don't think it could be day 13 of the 30-day video challenge. So I'm going to save a little bit of time on posting my goals or talking about my goals again today. I'll reiterate them tomorrow, and I think it's really important to do that because I notice I'm not taking a lot of action towards my goals. One thing that hit me this morning, it may or may not be a divine download, because I've been asking you guys about goal number 1, which is to cultivate an inner force field that allows others to feel grace when they enter my energy field. And as I've stated, this is my top goal, and it's also the most difficult one because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to cultivate that. And I am a salty bitch. So I think I'm a very, very loving salty bitch, but there's a lot there within the salty bitch energy field to deal with in order to reach this goal. So I think I got a download this morning. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. I think I have forgiven my parents. I may need to do some writing on that to see if it's really true. And it took me becoming a parent and also to becoming an alcoholic in recovery. My mother was an abject, one of the alcoholics of the, what do they say in the big book? Incapable of honesty, personal honesty. There are those of us who are incapable of being honest. I think that's what the big book says. And it's not evil. It's not moral decrepitude. It's a makeup. And I think it's because honesty is terrifying. True personal honesty is terrifying. Whew, it takes a lot, man. That's why we have step 4, which I've done a few times, and I never get much out of it. Doesn't mean it's not worth anything, but anyway, forgiveness. I believe that the download for today is that I will not be able to cultivate the force field of grace until I achieve forgiveness of everyone and everything in my life. So I'm going to take that at face value, and I'm going to have to start doing an inventory. The first thing that drops to my mind is that I have not forgiven Providence. I remain very angry with Providence that I was born to the people and the situations and the abuse and the neglect and the chaos and the poverty and blindness, despair that I was born into with my family of origin, location of origin. Could have been worse. Always could have been worse. So I need to work on my forgiveness of Providence. A lot of people in metaphysics say that we choose the makeup of our exact situation that we're being born into. We choose our parents, we choose the environment, we choose all of the energetic factors. I'd like you to comment. If anybody ever watches this, I'd love to know what you think about that. I'm not opposed to that view. Could be true, may not be true. I don't know. But I do think that forgiveness of Providence, forgiveness of a number of people who've done me wrong. I think I have yet to forgive a few. I don't think I've ever had a true partner in terms of a male. We'll call them liaison. Okay? And there's a category of people who've done terrible wrongs to my daughter that I still wish them to fall under a bus, so just being honest with that one. So it seems like that's the first mountain to climb to cultivate goal number 1. I think it also has a part to play in the cancer that I am experiencing. Back in late 2024, back in 2023, 3 years ago, I started getting extremely abnormal blood results. Raised reticulocytes, severely depressed platelets, lymphocytes with broken neutrophils, abnormal red cell blood sizes. White cells have been all right. Those have remained steady. Of course, I just have all the markers for Hashimoto's, which I have. And so I got this big swollen lymph node on the left side of my neck. There was just something in me that knew, the doctors would look at, I spent so much money on these GPs and then a couple of hematologists here where I'm located that are absolutely worthless. I'm sorry. Like, no matter, I went for the highest possible person I could find, and oh well, I don't know. Yeah, they're high. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Nothing. So then I got a swollen lymph node on the left side of my neck, which is still swollen. And so I went ahead and had a PET CT, which of course showed my thyroid on fire. I was happy to see that there were no other places within my thoracic cavity or abdominal cavity at that time. I have since gotten a lump on the top of my left thigh where it connects to where the kind of exterior area of the vaginal area is located. There's a lump there. It's been there for a few weeks. And now there's a color on top of the skin, so you can actually see where it is. Used to have to poke it. Now you can just see where it is. There's a little marker there. It's not going down. Went to the gynecologist. Clueless. Waste of money. Oh no. They have no fucking idea what the fuck they're doing. Like doctors, God help us, Jesus. Fucking clueless to the maximum. So the PET scan back in late 24 showed my lymph node activated, my thyroid, the left side of my thyroid, you know, growing nuclear reactor. I have Hashimoto's, so. And then there was a centimeter sized lesion on the bottom of my mouth, which no one can get to apparently to do a biopsy. Inaccessible? Wow. Okay. So that was there, and I started a cancer protocol. Chris Wark, basically, not totally, but basically Chris Wark and Kevin Hemming combined. Fenben and Ivor, definitely part of that equation. I did a whole set of, I spent every single penny of my money doing about 7 weeks of ozone twice a week, and then high dose vitamin C once a week between those two infusions. Did that for about 7 weeks. I drained my entire bank account on that, and then I just continued with Fenben and Ivor. At that time, in the very beginning, I didn't know about low carb. I did cut out all sugar. But Chris Wark says, keep eating fruit and not sugar. My joints were very stiff, so stiff. Getting up after being in a car for like 20 minutes, couldn't move, shuffle along like a literal 110-year-old granny. So pretty much long down the line, I found out about keto, and I am vegan, so there's literally like 10 things I can eat, and that's it. And that's okay. But in the last 6 months, I've been allowing myself to eat whatever I want on Sundays, and I think that's going to have to stop. So, what I'm trying to say is I haven't had a blood test for good 6, 7, 8 months. Because they're just the same. High retics. Broken neutrophils, low platelets, unusual red cell sizes and densities. For the swollen lymph node. Could be multiple myeloma, could be lymphoma. I did see a surgeon about a year ago about getting the lymph node taken out and biopsied, but I'm scared. Number one, I'm in a developing country and the doctors are clueless. Maybe just a little bit more clueless than the ones in the US, but we don't have anything here where you can go and actually find an expert somewhere. There's no experts here. And I tried to do a needle aspiration of the lymph node. I went in and they did a needle aspiration of my saliva gland. Clueless. So, I ate a bunch of crap yesterday because it was Sunday. I had gluten. I ate strawberries. I ate potatoes. I had a massive... I love potatoes. And that's just sugar. Pure and total, complete and total cancer food. So that has to stop. I also probably need to do a 7-day fast, which is scary for me. It's hard for me to do that unsupported while I have to work. I have real struggles with fasting, which I need to overcome. Because I do know that that is absolutely integral to defeating cancer. I'm also not exercising, which is absolutely 100% required to defeat cancer. It's getting hot. So the upshot of all of this is that about 6 weeks ago, I started getting a very, very strong 6 to 7 on a 10 scale pain in the back of my neck. It feels spinal. It feels like it's in the area of my lumbar where my neck connects to my shoulders area. And that's been steady for the last 6 to 7 weeks, so I just put in for another quotation to get another PET scan, and or I'm not sure if I should get a PET scan or a contrasted MRI. I've asked the oncologist, but obviously I'm going to have to get a biopsy of some sort because we're just not getting an answer. And I'm scared. I need the money to get the fuck out of here. Everything I have due here has to be cash and carry. There's no medical insurance here for an alien. And I've been trying to stockpile cash as much as I can to get the hell out of here and get back to the locale where my daughter is located. So that's a massive stressor. I have not booked enough clients this month. I wanted to do, which is ridiculous, but I'm like in the miracle business right now. I'm just like praying and meditating to get out of here. And the miracle business for me is that I wanted to make 15 grand, minimum 10 grand this month. Looks like it's June 16th, and I have, let's see, I've got about 4 grand in receipts. If I hit 10, I'll be okay. I'll be satisfied, not super happy. So 10 grand is booking 2 more jobs before the 1st of July. So, constraints, barriers. I've been fucking around with AI the last couple of days trying to design a couple of digital products related to my area of expertise that I can sell. I'm using lovable.dev, and the first thing I got for my landing page for a potential website for a product was pretty good. Now I'm trying to get a cover for a workbook that I feel I could easily sell, but it's coming out shit. I keep saying sans serif fonts, I keep saying the exact font I want, and it's not doing it. So much for my test drive of Lovable. Need more money. Must make more money. Yeah, today's going to be, I'm going to be scared about cancer because my girl cannot survive without me on the planet in the state that she's in right now. Plain and simple, so. Yeah, I'd like to stick around and do my goals. I'd like to stick around and have my last third of life on the beach in Guerrero with Mexican citizenship. I'd like to stick around and see my daughter overcome the mental illness that she's completely and totally consumed by right now because she refuses to treat the Lyme infection that she's had since 2019. I don't feel like I'm done, but the most important thing is being here as the support and supplier and supporter of my child who is disabled and suffering physically from Lyme disease and psychiatric illness. Feeling it in my body. Fearful. I don't want to go to stage 2 or 3 or 4. I think I might be stage 2 right now. My body is telling me. I mean, if you listen to your body, it will absolutely tell you what you need to know, that there's something going on. You got to listen to those alarm bells. I have been feeling much better due to the low carb, no carb. I haven't been no carb because I'm vegan, but no carb has made my inflammation go down for sure because my joints don't hurt anymore. And I can walk up a hill now. I can walk at a fast pace. I can take stairs much easier now. So I know that's really important. So guys, not a lot of like warm and fuzzies today. It's sort of all feels like analytical today. I need to go. Need to take action, probably get back on the Fenben and Ivor. High dose vitamin D, K, magnesium, high dose vitamin C, intravenous and daily intake. Fenben and Ivor. Annatto is also helpful. And I'm going to start looking into peptides, but I don't believe there are any around here. Super primitive around here. Peptides for boosting natural killer cells. Phew, I love my daughter. I need to be here for her. I need to be here to accomplish the 4 goals and to be here for her. This is what's going on today. And if you're watching this, my daughter, I love you very much. I love you to the bones of my bones, to the outer vastness of this universe that never ends, to the outer vastness of music and math that never ever ends, to the infinitesimal power of 70,000 billion trillion. I love you, I love you, love you. Just love you. I want you to know that you're gorgeous, adorable, precious, irreplaceable, and just deeply, deeply loved.